So right now what we're gonna do is a tier list again, but this time it's gonna be most fun for Dragonflight PP. I've played a lot of specs now, not all of them, of course, but I've got a pretty good idea of quite a few of them from direct experience, but also, you know, been seeing them a lot, and just like my general take on how fun a spec is. And we're also gonna kind of do this with chat too, where you guys can kind of, you know, pitch in, give me your opinion, and we'll try to get like a cohesive list of how fun something is to play. Starting off with, we're gonna do like one class first, and then like go through the specs in that class. Dude, let's start with Hunter. Hunter, guys. Let's start with Hunter. Called S fun. No, because A is also fun. I guess starting with Hunter. Let's start with I've actually played some Hunter myself, and Survival's really fun. Survival is one of the most fun specs in the game. High mobility, harpoon, disengage. I think Survival is like one of the more interesting specs in the game, and I played it myself quite a bit to 2-4. It's a lot of fun. Okay, BM is it's a lot, you know, a bit simpler, kind of more like 1, 2, 3. Survival is more like F5, shift F5, control, you know, modifiers. BM is like just 1, 2, 3. BM, I'm gonna put BM. I think it's super boring. I think Hunters in general is kind of fun. But BM is probably getting a C tier for me, man. Alright, next up, we got MM Hunter. I think I'm gonna put MM there. For me, not something that I perceive as very fun. But, you know, it's kind of cool. Landing traps, disengage on traps, do some decent damage. I've actually seen, like, MM pump very hard now on the beta, too. There's M Hunter, and he's actually, like, doing some pretty crazy bursts. And that seems kind of fun. C+, C+, I'll put it there. Dude, I never thought fire even looked fun recently. Like, I used to play Mage back in Kata or Rafa stuff when they'd shatter, right? You like Nova, you would crit and fire too. But even like Shadowlands, like fire just never looked fun to me ever. Just like the way just your damage was busting and like being very reliant on teammate CC and stuff, like cheap shots and other classes stunts. So I'm put fire in F for fire. Keep it it's a tradition at this point. Fire goes in F for fire. All right, next up, Arcane. I think Arcane is the most fun mage spec. I mean, right now too, they have like crazy one shots, and I played Arcane on the beta, and it was really fun. On Tongi Bobo. I played quite a bit of Arcane, quite a few hours on now, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think they have high mobility. I love mobility. For me, like, mobility is a big factor. Where, like, if you're very mobile, that's fun. So I put Arcane in A, man. I think Arcane is good fun. Frost Mage, dude. Okay, so I haven't played Frost, but I mean, it seems more fun than Fire to me. Like, I would way rather try Frost and Fire, 100%. They actually do seem kind of cool. I might put Frost. I'll put it in like a B tier here, I think. Like, I actually kind of want to try it out. Maybe I will, but I'll probably put it somewhere here. Actually, I'll put it here, man. Boom. All right, that's Mage. Okay, next up, dude, Enhanced Shaman. Okay, so I played Shaman. I played my Shaman yesterday, and my Enhance, and it's really fun. Enhance has crazy one-shot right now. They're like, you can do 300k crits, 400k crits. I like melees too. They have high mobility, good self-heals. I mean, self-healing is fun, hybrids. I think Enhance is cool, though. It's like up here for me. Dude, Ellie seems like... I've also heard good things about it. Like, from what I heard, Ellie's... It's a good time to play. I'm gonna put Ellie up in... I'll put us kind of here. Because they also have those crazy Ellie blasts, right? Like, Ellie and Enhance both, like, have those one-shots. And it's fun one-shotting. I'm gonna put it somewhere there. I'll put it, like... I'll probably put it here, man. I'll put it there. Nothing in B yet, dude. Let's do Warlock. Okay, so I played Affliction quite a bit on the beta. Affliction was a good time. Affliction's a bit like Fire. Like, I enjoy just kind of spreading dots, like watching things die. They have a lot of self-heals. I think, like, teleports is sick too. Gateway. I'm gonna put it probably behind Arcane. Like, I played all these 4. And I'd say I had more fun on the Arcane than I did on the Affliction. It was a bit more enjoyable. Alright, next up, we got Demo. Demo cannot be that fun. You just, like... Or maybe it is. Just having, like, 10,000 imps on my screen. But I feel like that would just be annoying. That would give me, like, an eyesore eventually. Just, like, seeing these demons running around me the whole time. They're annoying. Yeah, dude. I mean, if you get pleasure out of making other people feel pain, then maybe it's the thing for you. Alright, dude. Destro is cool. It's pretty cool. Less imps. Case balls, incinerates. I think, like, the setups you do as Destro are pretty cool. And also you can, like, cast different stuff. You got Chaos Energy. You got your, yeah, whatever they're called. Shadow. Fire. I don't know if you fire. Put it there. I think it's fair. Dude, let's do Evoker, man. Dude, so... Dude, okay, this one kind of torn on. Because I've played quite a bit of Evoker on the beta. Yo, Christian, what's up, man? How's it going, dude? What's good? What's good? I've played, like, a lot of Evoker. Or not a lot, but a good amount of Evoker on the beta. And I'm torn on, like, how I feel about them. Like, they're fun, but they feel a bit like there's not that much to them. But there probably is more to them if I just learn them better. I think they're cool. They're cool. I'm putting Evoker here, man. I think it's fun, but big one-shots. But to me, like, something about them, I can't really put my finger... Maybe it's a range. Their range is, like, not very long. Maybe that's what's, like, annoying me. And, like, I feel like that kind of takes away from them a bit. This is one that looks really fun. I mean, I'm not really a healer guy, but as far as healers go, I think this healer looks really cool. It's like the way... I think it's, like, really well designed. The way their heals work. They seem fun. High mobility. Good damage. And, I mean, they're really good right now, which also makes... You know, things are fun when they're really good. That's a part of it. But, I think I'm put up there, man. Should we do Warrior? Prot? Pain. Fury is something I've played quite a bit. But that's more like Shadowlands. But, it's still, you know, similar. Very similar. Fury, I mean, my warrior, Achilleos. My panda warrior. Alright, Fury, dude, Fury. I think Fury is cool. It's fun. I enjoy playing a lot, too, and, maybe high B. Dude, so, like, it kind of bases on what I've heard. Like, Arms is fun, but it kind of sucks. But it's fun. That's what I've heard. And it's a fun tier list mainly. But, like, people, I think, prefer Arms playstyle to Fury usually. You know? So, on a fun tier list, like, about what's actually enjoyable to actually play, to press the buttons on, I think it should be above Fury. And I agree with that, too. Like, just, you know, from my perception as well, not having played a lot of Arms at all. That's the case, but it's just not as strong. But, you know, that's not really what we're ranking right now. Let's do Rogue. Dude, Outlaw. You know, I played actually a lot of Outlaw, not on the beta, but right before beta came out. Well, I mean, in Season 4, that would be. Outlaw fell off hard, viability-wise, but they can do a lot, man. You know, you can do a lot of stuff on them. I think it's a fun spec in general. They kind of have, like, a bad rep because of how strong they were in Season 4. They were kind of absolutely freaking broken, so people don't like that. I mean, you know, they have a bad taste from them. They're annoying. I'm putting somewhere Fury, man. I think I'd like equal. I mean, similar experience on those two, and yeah, I'm put it there. Alright, dude, Assa Rogue, man. Assa, like, I mean, actually, used to main Assa like a long time ago, but generally speaking, in this game, I think Assa is a boring version of Rdruid in a way. kind of similar stuff, you know, bleeds, poisons, and damage over time effects. Less mobility, less self heals, less cat forms, less animals. But it's a pretty cool spec, I think, overall. And they do seem pretty nice right now in the beta. Sub-Rogue. And but there's also like Shuffle in Mind. Shuffle in Mind as well. So like in Shuffle, you can have to be a bit more like independent. You gotta kind of do your own setups and or sometimes or like not even just do or just kill someone. I think Sub is a spec that I think kind of really performs better when you can kind of, you know, set up CC with teammates, like, you know, Sun Trap, Sun Sheep, into it like a Sun on the kill target as well. They got buff Resto too, which is, you know, nice. But fun-wise, I feel like it'd be kind of frustrating, man. Like, people breaking my saps, people breaking my blinds, all my setups. Well, I feel like Assa and, like, Outlaw can kind of, you know, work around that bit easier, maybe. Sub is a bit more set up and go. I'll put all three sub-rogues in B, or all three rogue specs in B somewhere, man. Like, I'm not a big fan of rogues. I used to main rogue, but I think, hey, dude, if someone's like, hey, should I play rogue? I just tell them, play feral. You're gonna have a better time. Alright, that's rogue. Next up, Shadow Priest, dude. I played my Shadow Priest quite a bit on the beta in level 70. I've done quite a bit of Shadow Priest video gaming. And Shadow Priest is a cool spec, man. It's a cool spec. You know, they got the self-heals. Mobility, not so much. They got the CC. The independency. Shadow Priest is cool. I think Shadow was really fun to play, actually. And that's a spec that I could actually see myself maybe even ulting in Dragonflight. Could definitely ult Shadow Priest, actually. I've been thinking about that. Like, after playing it on the beta. Like, you know, maybe playing Shadow as an ult. I'll put it up there, man. I'll put it up there. This is a disc. Dude, disc is a spec that I think is really cool. Like, the way it works, it's like a lot of damage, good damage reduction PS dome. You can rotate those. I think there's like always something to really do on them, you know? Like, you're either damaging or you gotta heal. And your damage does heals. It's like the synergy between your healing and damage on disc is cool. And I think it's, you know, an enjoyable healer to play. I don't know how I feel about Holy, actually. I don't know how I feel about Holy, man. I don't know. I put it there. I feel like Holy is cool. You can see on your own, but something about it, I don't know exactly what it is, but something about it just doesn't really appeal to me anymore. It just seems a bit like meh. Alright, next up. Dude, let's do Druid. Let's do Druid. You know, I've actually played a decent amount of Resto. Dude, Resto's cool. I think Resto feels good to play. You know, I've actually done quite a bit of Resto game myself. It didn't go too well. Did not go too well. But, you know, I consider it a good experience and enjoyable and something that I probably want to learn a bit more. Speaking of S tier, though, Feral, man. The Feral is the most fun spec in the game. It's just the case. If you don't agree, I mean, you know, you're wrong. Feral is the most fun spec in the game, man. Highest mobility. Self-healing. Cat form. Okay? Good spread pressure. Good single target. Travel form. Jumping in, jumping back out. Boom, boom. Dude. Feral, I mean, dude, I think everyone agrees with this. But Boomy and F, I mean, it's just like, I think here is fine, man. Actually, I'll put it there. I'll put it there. DH. So actually, you know, I have a DH. My DH in the beta, which I played a decent amount. Things like I'm already bored of DH, man. Like I play it like in quite a few shuffles, but It's like okay for me. It's like I can log on, play for like 30 minutes, and then I'm like, I'm kind of done with this. I'm over it. I'm over it, man. Well, it's just like random demon procs. Like, oh, I'm dying. I gotta pray to the gods that I get a demon proc that's gonna heal me. It's just like, come on. What is that? But you know, it's fun for a bit though. It is fun for a bit. Like, dude, Unholy seems. So like DK suspect that I've actually like, never really touched. So it'll be my perception, my just general knowledge from playing against them, playing with them, and also, yeah, I mean, talking a bit to DK players. And I think Unholy, to me, seems a bit more interesting. Like Frost seems a bit more cheesy. I put it there. Like Frost seems a bit more clunky than Hold to me. I'm put Frost right there. Blood goes Painter. You know, DK is like the one class. I mean, I've played it a bit, like, but not. It's like the class I've played the least overall in my WoW video gaming. So Windwalker. I actually have a Windwalker on the beta. I've not played him on stream, but I played a bit off stream. Endalthar is his name, and yeah, I've played some Windwalker. Windwalker is. It's cool, man. I mean, high mobility, ports. I think Windwalker is, like, one of the most fun specs, like, fundamentally. Just, like, how the rolling, the serpent kicking, the speed is good on them, you know? They got good speed. They do have good speed, man. I'll give him that. They only have one stun, though, like leg sweep, right? That's a long cooldown on a stun, man. Imagine not having maim. Imagine that. Dude, Mistweaver is a cool healer, man. Like, it is a cool healer. They're kind of relaxed. Chilling hard. Back there, double port stuns. I think Mistweaver is I'm gonna put it here, man. Like, if I were to try healer right now, I'll probably try this one first, and then maybe after that, Mistweaver. Tank tear. Okay, Paladin, dude. Pala. Ret Pala, man. I mean, dude, if we listen to Swa, it's probably going to be in Pain Tear, but yo, Swa, you here, man. Summoning Swat on. You know, I've also heard Savix and Ret players, I think they're not very happy with how the spec feels and like how it plays overall. Athoman is Atho here. You know, I deal with Ret players every day of my life. There's a lot of them in the stream, and I know they're not too happy with how it's going. Like, even if it's strong, like, it's not horrible, I think, but I think it's decent. But this is a fun tier list. Okay, dude, to end it off, Holy Pala, I think we're just gonna give Holy Pala like I don't know, man. I mean, I would not play Holy Pala myself, but I'm not much of a healer. For healers, I'm a bit indifferent. A little bit indifferent on the healers, man. I don't play healers. I don't want to be a healer. I'm gonna put Holy Pala somewhere here. You know, could be fun maybe throwing out some double bops and stuff, but I fucking shuffle when you run out of bops. You're like, oh shit, now what? And he's die. Alright, guys. Dude, this is my most fun tier list. I think it's pretty based. But of course, because everyone has different opinions. If you have a different opinion, hey, you can comment it here on YouTube or watch there. And yeah. But I'm pretty happy with this. I think it's good. How fun a spec is to play. I'm happy with this.